Easy Rider, welcome to the channel. It's December 7th, 2020. This is a special December 7th memorial ride for December 7th, 1941. A year that will go down in infamy as quoted by a man of the time. December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor was attacked by the Japanese. I hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, especially get lots of people to subscribe. I need subscribers. Thank you. I'd say click the notification bell, but that doesn't seem to do anything anymore. I have to look for my subscribers, so I guess you don't need to do that. And if you can't finish watching the video, please take that slider down at the bottom and slide it all the way over to the right. So you get to the end of the video, fast forward it. That'll help me out a lot with YouTube. Thank you very much. December 7th, 1941 memorial ride. Today, Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, killed soldiers, sailors, Marines, and civilians. Sunk the USS Arizona. Many sailors and Marines went to their death by drowning. They couldn't get out. That wasn't the only death, so it's that it was named after my state, so it's kind of special to me. I salute all the men and women of that time that were there in Pearl Harbor and that later joined the armed forces to fight the Japanese. This video is in honor of all World War II survivors and the families of those that didn't make it home. Or the families of those that didn't make it home. It's also for those that didn't make it home. My dad was in college at the time. He dropped out of college so he could join the United States Navy. After that attack, I'm making a little choked up here, I'm sorry. He became a hospital corpsman in the Navy. He patched up many sailors and Marines and even civilians. Philippine civilians, Pacific Islander civilians. He saved many so they could go home to their families. But sadly, he didn't save them all. And that he was bothered by that all of his life. He carried that remorse, grief, and guilt. He was guilty about the ones that he couldn't save. So he died in April 2011. And he finally had some peace. But the men and women of that time are called the greatest generation. And I believe for the reason that we were able to withstand a war on two fronts, one in the Pacific, one in Europe. Well, actually there were more too, because it was in Africa too, and the South Seas, which I guess might be part of the Pacific. freedom alive in the Western world and gave freedom to some countries that had never had it before, and gave more freedoms to those that were under Britain because they released many of their holdings to govern themselves at the end of the war. It wasn't just the enemy, but the United States kept from suppressing freedom because Great Britain suppressed it in many of its colonies, territories. We owe a great debt to those people. Franklin Delano Roosevelt did a lot of things just prior to entering the war. Actually, for a couple of years prior to entering the war, maybe even longer than that, that ensured our success and ensured our dominance economically for at least a few decades anyway. His pact with Great Britain to provide them with arms to help them with the war against Germany and Italy and Japan, later Japan. They had to provide patents for many things, not just weapons, but many things to U.S. manufacturers at no charge, so they could build things that would help us get through the war. Britain had virtually no manufacturing